I want to show you a perfect example of why these cars, if you're wrapping them permanently right from the factory, this is a brand new car, and I had a lot of questions of people actually asking, why would you do a paint correction on a brand new car? Well, I want to show you some of the defects. Look at the beam of light. You see where that scratch is going right over top there? It's not really a scratch, it's more of a, I would say like a small scuff, and it doesn't catch in the clear coat. But what I do is I pretty much go around the paint and I look through the paint, and you can see some holograms. You see the beam of light coming out of the bulb. You look at the bulb and that beam of light, look at the bottom of the light there, you can see the lines coming out of the light. We're gonna get rid of all that so the paint's perfectly clear. Obviously from back here the paint looks phenomenal, but you know, for the people who are extremely picky, here you can see a mark. We want to get rid of all this so that way when you wrap the car it's perfect. And look at the holograms in the carbon fiber. Carbon fiber is notorious. See all those lines? All you should see is that reflection of the bulb. You shouldn't see anything coming out of there. So we're gonna pretty much go over the entire car. We're gonna go over the entire car, do a level 2 paint correction. Shane's gonna take it, do the full clear bra on it, then the clear bra is gonna come back down to my bay here. Probably just stay in this bay, but and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna ceramic coat it. We're gonna ceramic coat the wheels as well. And this is really the proper way to do a new car. If you're spending whatever it is, 20, 30, 50, 100, $200,000, that's your hard-earned money. And if you can afford it, you know, I highly recommend doing this, not just because I'm promoting my business. No, it's really something to protect your investment. I mean, that clear bra going on there is gonna seal in that paint on a fully wrapped vehicle. It's gonna seal everything in there. So you want that paint to be as perfect as you can before you put that clear bra on. So we're gonna go ahead and finish up the new car delivery. We're gonna paint correct it here. I might show you guys some of that, but you know, you've seen me paint correct before. We're gonna start off on certain areas with a single step, but we're gonna have some working times and everything. My biggest focus right now is gonna start with the carbon fiber because those have the worst holograms. Move down to the front of the car, then handle the doors, the rear, and kind of tidy everything up. So I'm gonna get to that and we'll see you guys in a minute. What's up, guys? So let me give you a situation report. You saw kind of a little quick time lapse here. Working around the car, kind of working top to bottom. So usually when I'm doing a correction, I usually start with the hood, then kind of the fenders outward, then I go to the roof and work down from there. If the car's on the lift like it is here, I save the doors and everything for last because then I'm not crouching down, you know, and kind of putting all that excess energy into my knees and everything. It's more comfortable. Obviously, if you don't have a lift, this is irrelevant, but it's more comfortable to work your way from the top, where for me is at, you know, neck level, right? And that's, I don't have to lift the car up or do anything, and then I can bring the car up level with my chest and everything to do the doors and to make everything comfortable. Let me show you guys a little quick update here. The paint's coming out really nicely. You can see it there. That little speck of purple is my lens, but a lot of pop in this color. You don't really notice it until I, you know, get the light on it and you can really see it. But the car's looking great. Like I said, what's left to do is the front bumper, the bottom half of the fenders here, the doors, the rockers. Here, I'll show you even these areas are really soft, but I'm able to correct that out. You wrap that. These are notorious. They're piano black, you know, pillars on any car. You know, usually on a 4-door car, it's in the middle between the front and the rear door. But we have that all polished up, nice and clean. And what we'll do is show you the carbon fiber here. I don't know if you could see it before, but look how clear that bulb is, which is nice. And let me come to the back here, show you guys. If you remember, there was kind of some specks and everything, but that's clear now. You can see that. There you go. Crystal clear reflection. That's what we're going for. So that way, as soon as the wrap goes on, it seals all that in there. It'll be covered out from the elements. Even when you're drying the car, it'll help protect from scratching, even though the film helps with that. The film's all self-healing, so if you get some minor swirling in the film and whatnot, you just let the car sit out in the sun or apply some heat to it and it'll self-correct. But we're gonna go through, finish up the rest of the car. Shane's gonna go ahead and put his touch on it with the full paint protection film. We're gonna go ahead and put a full ceramic coating on top of that, all in one trip. So, you know, we do a lot of Corvettes here. We're pretty good at them. All you Corvette guys, it means a lot that you guys value the whole process and what goes into it, because cars aren't perfect from delivery. Many of you guys might not know that. You ask plenty of questions why, so hopefully this video kind of opens your eyes a little bit onto that. But let me get on to the rest of the car. We're making progress here. I got Cody polishing in the background, so might be a little noisy, but you should be able to hear me okay. So the car's up a little higher like I was talking about previously. Just, you see how much easier it is to work when you're at the same level. So we kind of adjust the height of the car as we do things. So obviously when we get to the rockers and everything, we'll lift the car up a little higher. We're gonna have to use the little nano tool to get in here, get all in here, get the sides to get that all taken care of. Got the 3-inch going, the 15 and the 21. So I'm using a multitude of polishers on this. I mean, you don't have to have a million polishers. You could probably tackle this with one kind of polisher, but it's highly recommended to kind of, if you can swing it, to expand that and to have different sizing of polishers, because it just makes your life so much easier having the right tools to do this. So again, brand new Z06. As we're polishing, we're still finding some more things. Obviously, I inspected it before we started polishing, but you know, as you get the car up on the lift and you're just looking at it and staring at it, you see more things. So we're going through, you know, taking care of everything, wrapping up soon. We have all the rotors, the calipers, everything covered up, if you're wondering what that's for. So that's just so residue and everything doesn't get kind of jammed in between the calipers, and also so when Shane starts wrapping the car, no gel solution, everything gets on there. We will be coating the brake calipers with a ceramic coating as well as his wheels. So I just want to protect that. It's kind of just a standard thing that I've started doing. You've probably seen it on many detailers before, but we have all them wrapped up. Cody's finishing the front bumper here. Again, you know, Cody's 800 feet tall, so he's got to, you know, with what's normal height for me, it's still low for him. But finishing up the bumper, gonna wrap up the rockers here, and as soon as that's good, we should be taking care of everything else with the small nano, like the front lip here, and get that all taken care of, and kind of drop it back down, do a once over, check everything, and we should be wrapping up shortly. Corvette has been paint corrected. We're wrapping up the wheel finish right now. Got the rears done, getting the barrels with Geon rim. So this will be here ready for Shane to wrap it. Now I kind of just want to show you guys some of the, hopefully it'll come through here. You might not be able to see it, the camera might not focus very well, but the paint's way better off. And you know, again, it wasn't like the paint was destroyed from the factory. The paint actually was pretty good on this. Wouldn't you say, Cody, it was probably one of the better paint jobs for a Corvette, at least for a GM, I should say, more recently, that I've seen in a while. So hopefully that's good things to come. Wrapping that up, we're gonna get the wheels done, they're gonna cure, Shane's gonna wrap it, and then we'll take these off. When Shane's done wrapping everything, we'll clean the calipers off and we'll coat the calipers last. I always like to do that last before you put the wheels back on and drop it back down. So that should wrap it up for the Vette at this time. I don't know if I'll show you guys the coating past that. We got a couple days here for Shane to get it wrapped and taken care of. Some of you guys I know have asked before previously, but what do we use for this? Well, basically went through, was able to do a kind of a deeper one step. So I used a Rupes yellow foam pad on a multitude of Rupes machines. So different size pads for different areas, as we talked about before. And I used Sonax Perfect Finish. Sonax Perfect Finish is a great kind of all-in-one. It has the ability to cut really well, but also come out and finish really, really well, which is how you get this. Now, certain areas you may have to do a two-step, you know, certain areas like carbon fiber sometimes is maybe kind of a little harder, so you may have to get a microfiber pad out and kind of go through and do a two-step individually on certain areas. Even on the paint, you know, if there's a certain area where there's heavier marring or whatnot, you may need to do a two-step, but the new car prep was able to get done. Sonax perfect finish yellow Rupes pad. I'll link everything in the description below for you guys. So that's all. I just wanted to talk about this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to fire down below. Shoot me a message on Instagram at Troy Sowers or on at detailed.lab. I try to kind of fluctuate back and forth to answer them as I can to help you guys out. But I appreciate you watching. Click that red subscribe button. We'll see you on the next one.